So I've put onions in there already. Onions, spring onions. I've fried it off in the curry powder. And I've just added some chopped up bacon. Yeah? So we'll let that fry off a bit. Okay. Now the bacon's browned off with the onions, spring onions and garlic. I forgot to mention garlic earlier, but garlic is in there. We are going to go in with a little bit of cucumber, red pepper and sweet pepper. These are bell peppers, yeah? You don't want too many in there. And we'll let that saute for a few minutes before we add the next ingredient. Okay. Whilst that is sauteing, we are going to open some corned beef. Yeah. We're going to put the key in upside down, and we're going to open. There we go. Quick and easy. There we go. Pop it open gently if you want to cut yourself, and then you pour it in. Pop it into the pot. Usually it just comes straight out, but if not, just get a little knife and pry it out like so. Okay, all done. And if you want to, you can unravel it and keep the key for next time, but I won't. I'm going to chuck it. And then all you do, you just chop the corned beef up in the pot. I like mine slightly chunky, so I'm not going to chop it up really fine. So I'm just going to leave a few chunks in there, but still making sure that it cooks straight through. 9 times out of 10 it would not stay chunky, but hey, this is how I do it. I'm going to just continue to stir around, and then you let that fry off for a little while till it's cooked. Okay. Right, so after you let that fry on for a few minutes, I've got cabbage, peas and carrots, washed, cut, pop that straight in. This is a nice quick meal to make after work. No drama, no issues. So then you just mix that all in to the pot. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Yeah? Just mix that all into my pot. Just mixed in evenly. And then what I usually do, I will just let that sweat. I'll put the lid on, let that sweat for a little while. And then what I'll do, I'm just going to add some more. Take that out. And then I'll just crush that in. Usually I like to do it this way. So it's evenly. So I'm using 2 cubes of Knorr. I'm going to use 1 cube of Oxo. Crush that in. And then you give that another stir. Oh, it smells nice. I already put the seasoning in there. with the onions when I was browning off the curry, so seasoning's already in there. So then you just leave that now, so you let the cabbage and the carrots cook halfway through, not fully through, because we want that slight crunch, okay? Put the lid back on, lower the stove down a tad. I will say roughly to about gas mark 2, 3, yeah? Okay, so final step. So we add some rice and peas. I've got a mixture of peas and here and veg that I cooked on Sunday. So all I'm doing is just putting it into the pot. So we've got a 1 pot meal. This could be for a couple of days once it's kept in the fridge. Did I get it all in? Yeah, I think I would. Yes. And then we just stir that around. And all we're doing now is just letting the rice warm through, and then it's ready to serve. So I'll say another 10-20 minutes and this be ready. So stir it right through, like so. And that's our meal for today, and whatever's left over will go for packed lunch tomorrow. And there you have it. A 1 pot corned beef, vegetable, rice and peas dinner. Put the lid back on and wait 20 minutes and then you serve. Thank you for watching.